Any songs you guys wish you could go back and maybe tweak a little?
Yeah, definitely. A wise man once said, I don't know who I heard this from, but it's very true, that you never finish a record. You know, like, you're never done recording. Like, if you had 6 years to make a record, you would use that entire 6 years to make sure everything is perfect, and you would still not be done, you know? So it's like, you get to a point where you're like, alright, deadline here, we gotta get this record done, this is all the money we have, we gotta finish it. And, you know, obviously, you know, you get as much done as you can, you make it sound as good as you can. There's always something that, you know, you wish you would have done better or could go back and fix. But, yeah, I mean, for the most part, once you get it done and you just get used to it, you're good with it. But, you know, there's a lot of little stuff, like a lot of production, like sounds and stuff. You're like, I wish the snare sounded better. I wish my vocals sounded this way on this part, you know. But, and even some songwriting stuff, you're like, we shouldn't have done that part, it's stupid. You realize it later, but the good thing about having 4 records is you don't have to play every song all the time, so it's like, you play what's important, and then you don't play the songs you don't really like anymore, because you grow out of some stuff, you know, some songs seemed important, but then you get over it, so.
You used to play drums?
Yes.
And now you do vocals. Was it easy to transition to doing that?
Yeah, well, I started out playing guitar and singing when I was like 13. So I was always kind of like a singer-songwriter dude. I had many bands where we played shows and I sang and stuff. And then it came around to where we had a different guy who was singing, or he was a good singer, and we were like, all right, we don't have a drummer. Because I was going to play bass, I think, and sing backups, but we didn't have a drummer, so I was like, I can play drums. I'll figure it out, you know? So I started playing drums, got a drum set, and then I played for a few years, and got a little better, but then our singer wasn't working out, and I was like, dude, I'm doing all of his work anyway, I need to just be singing. It's like, I know what I'm doing, it's way too, you know, and I always kind of wanted to be the front guy, in a way. I always liked the attention or whatever, but yeah, I still love to play drums, I still play guitar as well. I have another band called The Fuck Off and Dies. It's a punk band.
Yeah.
And I play guitar and sing in that band as well. And I also want to do something with drums again. I want to play drums in some band in the future. But yeah, it wasn't too hard of a transition. It was just kind of like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, now I want to do this. Now I want to go back to this. Indecision in my mind, you know. Never know what I want. But it's good to. Sorry, it's good to know how to play other instruments. I think no matter how many instruments you learn, it only makes you better at everything else. You know, the fact that I played guitar originally, it helped me with rhythm, and then I learned how to play drums, and it made guitar make more sense. And then, you know, vocally, it helps to be able to play drums because I'll stand back by Josh when he's playing, and you know, I'll sing directly to his beats, and I know exactly when he's going to do rolls, and I know exactly what he's doing. So it helps all around. Everybody in our band can play a little bit of everything. So I think that really helps a lot.
We're going to have one last serious question. If you were given the chance to tell someone anything that was about to give up on life, what would you say to them?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't know. There's no problem that... Oh, wait till the film goes by again.
Found my way in, Dan.
And where?
The attic. They got a motion detector up there. So it took me a while. But I got it.
Yeah, let's see. I have found, you know, I'm an older dude.
Yeah.
29 now. I've been through a lot. I've been on the road for a long time. I've done a lot of things. There's no problem that is too big that you will not overcome, you know, no matter what. It's like, it might seem like the worst thing in the world, no matter what happens. It could be like, it could be a terrible thing, and it might be horrible at the time, but you will always get over it. There's always ways to make things better. And, I don't know, man, I understand life sucks sometimes, but, you know, you gotta do something, work through it. Do what you can to make yourself happy, and there's millions of things you can do. There's always an escape from everything. And luckily, music actually helps a lot of people, and all of us as well. You know, music can get you through anything. And there's always songs for any situation you're going through. You can find music that somebody has gone through that before, and they will, you know, directly sing it to you. And that's part of the awesomeness about music, and that's why I love it, and that's why I love to write music. And a lot of times people will tell us that our music is helping through a lot of stuff, you know, and I love that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I know that everything will work out if you just stick it out, man. Stick it out.
I know a lot of you have side projects. Can you give your fans a little bit of information so that they can check out?
Of course. Like I said, I have a punk band called Fuck Off and Dies. Pardon my language. It's my band name. I can't help it. We say the F word a lot. Yeah, we got some demos up on MySpace, you know. It's myspace.com/thefuckoffanddiesuck. That is our URL. And then we got Twitter, you know, @fuckoffandies. We got all that stuff. Facebook. But yeah, I think we're story of the year after this tour. We're gonna have a couple months off, so we're all gonna kind of take a couple months to work on other stuff. I think we're gonna try to record some of those songs for real. Hopefully put out a record at some point, because it's going to be really funny. It's going to be the funniest record of all time, I promise. It's just like party punk. It's so good. But, yeah, and then Ryan and Phil have a band called Greek Fire. Greek Fire, great band. It's more classic rock style, you know, they just jam, a lot of jamming. Phil's singing as well in that band, so he sings way higher than I can. It makes me mad sometimes. And then Adam, our bass player, he's in a band called Drugs.
Yes.
With Craig Owens.
Matt Good.
Used to be in Chiodos. Matt Good used to be in From First to Last. A couple other guys that I don't really know. But yeah, they are just finished their record actually. Adam just played some stuff right before this tour. He recorded some stuff. And I think he just did some photo shoots the other day because he had to fly to LA. We've been busy.
Yeah.
People. So yeah, they have a record coming out pretty soon. I think they're getting ready to play some shows as soon as we end this tour. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Gonna finish this tour, do all that for a little bit. Then we're gonna come back. We have some stuff booked. We have like a Japanese tour next year, and then some other little stuff. We're gonna do a hometown stuff. But then we'll probably get back to making another record for ourselves. But for now, we need to release some other energies, get our other interests out there. So
Okay,
that's what's going on in our world.
Okay, I'm gonna try because it's fast. I know this interview is getting really long. So forgive me. After you down random questions, you can ask me questions.
Alright.
What are some of your guys' influences?
Drugs, alcohol. I'm just kidding. There he is. Drugs.
Hi.
Influences, music influences,
Yeah, it can be both.
just life influences. Skateboarding is an influence of mine. It makes everything happen.
Bye guys.
Let me think. See, we have some.
influenced by Hall & Oates.
We have some all notes. We have some widespread influences musically. Like we all grew up in the '90s, you know, so we were like grunge kids, you know, like Nirvana, Pearl Jam. Rage Against the Machine was a huge influence in the early days. We used to cover all those songs. Green Day, we were big Green Day fans. That was like collective, you know, in the '90s, and then I kind of got more into pop punk stuff, or like and hardcore and stuff. You know, Bad Religion, NoFX, H2O, Bouncing Souls. Those are still some of my favorite bands, and that's the kind of stuff I'm really into. Which all were on Epitaph at some point, and still are, most of them. It's probably broken again. I saw that. But then, you know, some of the guys are into like Pantera and Metallica. We got some metal fans, Adam especially. Phil even likes a lot of country stuff. You know, it's all over the place. And I think that's kind of why we've, you know, had many different influences in our music, and maybe it gives us a unique sound. I don't know. Lately, we really don't listen to rock music anymore because most stuff doesn't really inspire us anymore. We listen to rap more than anything now. Like we'll literally, well, not even rap, more top 40 stuff. It's sad. We'll be listening to Lady Gaga most of the time, and then we got a free Wheezy shirt over here. We've been jamming some Lil Wayne lately. That's how we roll. You know what I'm saying? So we've become gangster lately, but I don't know if that's influenced any of us, but
Hey.
kind of.
You know, next record, if we hear a little bit of rapping,
Yeah.
we know where it came from.
Yes.
Think easy. If you guys could do one crazy duet, who would it be with and why?
Duet. That'd be hard. I don't know. Like, it would probably be some kind of rap thing, I guarantee it. Because I would love to have somebody rap over one of our songs. We have a remix of a song of our first record, and we really want to get somebody to rap over the middle part. And a song called In the Shadows. We have an awesomest, like, Dr. Dre remix. It's so amazing. It sounds like nothing but a G thing, but with our song. It's so awesome. So we're gonna release that sometime. But yeah, I don't know. We're from St. Louis, so Nelly would be awesome. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But it should have happened a long time ago. Eminem would be awesome. He's amazing. If we're talking rappers, he would work. Be good. I don't know.
B.O.B.
B.O.B. He's the new hotness. I love that record. I listen to it all the time. It's really good. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. If it was a rock, any kind of rock thing, I would love to do anything with Dave Grohl. Because Dave Grohl's one of the coolest people on the planet to me. From Nirvana and the Foo Fighters, of course. Yeah. I don't know.
I think my dream for you guys would be something with either Matt Shadows or Sinister Gates, because I just think like their Sin's guitar would be like, I mean, your guys' guitar is really good, but
Yeah, Ryan and Sinister Gates have played together a few times. We did Warped Tour with them a couple times, and they would get them in the bus together and just jam for hours. And they're always like, "Man, you're so good. No, you're so good." Yeah, those guys are really cool, and yeah, that'd be awesome. Nice dudes. They're a lot bigger than us now, which is good. Good for them. Now that, yeah, they should take us on tour. Take us on tour. Avenged Sevenfold, please.
give us an interview too, please.
Yes.